So hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I pray that all is well. March has been an amazing month, okay? Today is March 20th. If you watched my, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 videos ago, I made a goal for March, guys. I hit it, okay? And now I'm about to supersede it. Cannot believe it, but that's why I'm making this video, because literally everything that I'm doing, guys, I have manifested to this day, okay? Everything I have learned has been through books, podcasts, YouTube videos, and just seeking out mentorship. I know for a fact that when I started my whole journey in March of 2020, when COVID first hit, I was not the person I am today, okay? I could not have these intellectual conversations. I was so financially illiterate. Never thought I would be having a YouTube channel, running a business, and everything else that I'm doing on the side. With that being said, that's why I'm coming on here to tell you guys about the 5 books and the 5 podcasts that absolutely changed my life. Before I go ahead and give you guys this list, I just want to acknowledge the fact that before starting any type of venture, whether it's business, stocks, real estate, going into a relationship, whatever the case may be, it's all about your mentality, okay? It's what you feed your mind every single day, and that is what kind of shapes who you're going to become in the long run. So as I said, okay, less Netflix, more podcasts, okay? Less music, more YouTube University. And if you make those transitions, or books, audibles, whatever, if you make these transitions, step by step, I promise you, you will see the world of a difference in no time. The thing is, if you're constantly filling your head with, business advice, entrepreneur advice, learning about stocks, trading, as opposed to listening to music all the time, or watching pointless things on the TV, your life is going to change. If you put in the work, okay, as I said, create, plan, and execute. If you put in the work, okay, you do what you need to do, starting with your mentality, and then you actually execute that plan, you're gonna succeed no matter what. And so I know you guys don't know too much about me, because I just started doing YouTube on January 1st. But long story short, in March of 2020, when COVID first hit, okay, I was living with my parents. I thought I still wanted to be a physician, and I was so financially illiterate. I mean, I had no clue about money. I was, hip to the whole go to school, get a good degree, get a job, work that job for 60 years, retire, all that good stuff. So let me tell you guys, especially millennials, because I know, sometimes I don't know, it doesn't look promising. I don't know, it's almost like it looks impossible to do. Okay, I am living proof that you can change your situation simply by just applying the knowledge that you learn over time. So as I said, I was living with my parents, guys. I don't like to say the word depressed, but I was in like a funk, because COVID kind of put a halt on everything. So I found myself with nothing but time on my hands at home. Also living with my parents, I love them dearly, but still, living with your parents is definitely something, okay? I did my due diligence of Netflix. I was working out. I don't even know what else I was doing, but nothing that was really benefiting my life. Until I actually I started babysitting for this amazing couple, and they always had books lying around, okay? One day I think I was picking up one of the babies, and I saw this book. It was called Rich Bitch. Mind you, guys, I hadn't read a book since college. I graduated in 2017. This was now 2020, okay? So I was sick of studying, sick of reading, sick of learning, all of that stuff, okay? Picked up this book, and it changed my life. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys my 6 books that I guarantee. I've recommended them to all of my friends. 6 books, 6 podcasts, and then just people that you should listen to whenever you need motivation or you need inspiration. Even if you don't like every single book, every single podcast, or even if you don't like my list, still push yourself to find something that you can learn from, because anything is possible, guys. I am literally living proof, okay? So let's get into this list. The first book that I recommend, of course, is Rich Bitch. It's by Nicole Lapin, okay? Oh my gosh, the reason why I loved it so much was because it exposes how financially illiterate you are, but it breaks it down in layman terminology that anybody can relate to it, okay? Good thing about the book is it addresses different stages in your life, okay? So when I first read the book, it was a little bit overwhelming because I don't have a house. I was still living with my parents. Wasn't investing as much. So the only thing that kind of applied was like budgeting. I learned about having a car fund, emergency fund, and all of that good stuff. So that's a great book if you want to get your personal finances together. Of course, it talks about credit, credit cards, literally everything. But it's something that I would literally recommend for you to buy your children, your grandchildren for Christmas, just so that they can start learning about money earlier. That's my first recommendation because, as I said, it breaks it down, and I think it even has a budget. Number 2 is a no-brainer, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The only thing about that book is because I've recommended it to people, and like some of them can't really not follow along, but it's a bit much because how he writes the book, it's more like a storytelling, and it's a lot of dialogue, but the underlying message, you cannot replace it. There's a reason why he is a best-selling author, okay? So Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. My mentor actually gave me great advice. If you are looking to kind of just expedite it, read chapter 4. Chapter 4 is golden. Chapter 4 tells you everything you need to know from that book. Assets over liabilities, okay? The next one is the Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster. And so I actually have these books right here. So this one is the Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. Okay, Darren Hardy is a great author. He's a great motivational speaker. He has these, like you can subscribe to his email list where you can receive daily notifications, just getting you motivated in the morning. This one is absolutely great for, you know, if you're just starting, even when you like start getting into your business, okay? So I read this when I first moved here. I first started my business ventures, but every now and then I do come back to it because it has so many great gems in it. And it's literally as it says, nothing about being an entrepreneur is easy, okay? It's one day you be on top of the world, next day it's like 5-6 problems. But great book. Next one is The Compound Effect. Okay, so same author. If you didn't get the first memo, you got the second memo. Darren Hardy is absolutely phenomenal. So Compound Effect, it just talks about building brick by brick. As Nipsey Hussle says, you know, as opposed to worrying about, you know, building a brick wall overnight, just lay a brick down every single day, and one day you're going to wake up and that brick wall is going to be there, okay? So Compound Effect is super good. Next one is The Millionaire Next Door. Amazing, okay? It teaches you how to shape your mind. And then it basically talks about how the wealthy become wealthy. And guys, once you read these books, you're going to realize it's nothing complex. It's not like they invented this whole thing. They literally just follow the rules. They follow the blueprint of literally life. It's how they have acquired wealth, okay? So great book. This is another very common one. And then this is another book that I picked up at the house that I was babysitting. They had so many good books. It's not talked about as much, but it's called Millionaire by 30. Okay, this is, guys, this is one of my favorite books. This would probably be, I would say Rich BITCH first, but this would be like my second favorite book because technically I'm a millennial. I want to be a millionaire by 30. I'm speaking that into existence now. This is my records, okay? I'm going to be a millionaire by 30. I definitely feel that anybody can relate to it. I don't care what your age is, but I do find us as millennials, especially with social media and the internet, things can become super discouraging. They may seem intangible. Read this book, man. I'm telling you guys, y'all will be ready to. And so the next part, this is my favorite, okay? Because so realistically, now that, you know, business is taking off and I do have this YouTube channel, I am literally swamped, okay? But as you guys know, as a loan signing agent, I am in the car a lot. So with that being said, podcasts, okay? The reason why I live by podcasts is because you can learn so much information without having to, you know, physically sit down and open up a book, physically do this, that, and the third. These are things you can listen to when you're working out, in the morning, you know, after you say your prayers, of course, in the car, any spare time that you have. I'm telling you, if you listen to a podcast, Let me stop there, okay? Y'all know I've been on this journey. So March was when the light bulb started to click, and I made that commitment to, changing my situation, just of where I wanted to go in life. So from March to November, I spent, I was reading, talking to my mentors, trying to absorb as much information as possible. I'm also on this like 6 months of consistency, because people keep saying 6 months of consistency can change your life forever. This is like month 5.5. April will be 6, so I'm almost there. I've literally listened to a podcast every single day for the last 5.5 months. Okay. With that being said, so I've had a lot of time to listen to different podcasts, see which ones I like, and see which ones have the most information that can benefit you as soon as possible, but are also very relatable. Okay. I'm not going to give too much of a synopsis, but I am going to give you guys my top 6, because everybody needs to know these things. Okay. Number 1 is a no-brainer. Absolutely no-brainer. You should literally already know what I'm about to say, but if you don't know, earn your leisure. Okay. The podcast speaks for itself. It's as it sounds. Earn your leisure. Okay. They go by assets over liabilities. They talk about everything, every type of business, every type of stock, every type of real estate. And it's 2 brothers, okay? One was a teacher, technically he still is a teacher, but one was a teacher and one was a financial advisor. They break everything down. They have the #1 podcast in the business industry. Earn Your Leisure should be at the top of everybody's list. And then just a side nugget, they have like a sub show. It's called Inside the Vault with Ash Cash. That is another amazing podcast. He sits down with millionaires/billionaires he does a great job of interviewing them. To me, the best part about interviews, guys, is hearing the person's story. Okay, yeah, they're a millionaire, they have cars and houses and all these other things, but what's really important is how they got there, okay? So Inside the Vault, Ash Cash, he breaks down everything. And I promise you, after every podcast, it just gives you a little I'm ready, I got this. Next is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. He is phenomenal. I do not know his name, but he is amazing. If you are looking to start a company, or a business, I should say, if you are looking to start a business, grow your business, scale your business, everything. He breaks down everything from A to Z. And the thing I love about him is he drops every single week, Monday at 5:30 a.m. And the thing about things like that is it gets your week going. Okay. We all know Mondays can be rough. Okay. Weekends go by instantly. But him dropping that podcast filled with nothing but gems, and I literally, not only have I learned something from every single podcast, but every time that I have executed on what he says, it has propelled me further and further in my career. The third one, okay, and you know what, guys, I didn't know about this podcast. I would say two weeks ago. I did not know about this podcast. I have literally been binging this podcast the past 2 weeks, okay? His name is Nehemiah Davis, and his podcast is called Accelerate to Great. I don't need to say anything. Like, he doesn't even need an explanation. That man is genius, okay? And he's very humble. He helps others. And what's crazy is I learned about him through Inside the Vault with Ash Cash, okay? So number 3 is Accelerate to Great. He is phenomenal, and you should also follow him on Instagram. I believe it's like Neo Deviso or Nehemiah Davis. Super motivational. He's another amazing story. Next, we have Millionaire Mindsets. I love this podcast because same thing. They do a great job of interviewing I don't believe they're millennials. I don't know the next one up. I think it's Gen Z, but they do a great job of interviewing people anywhere from like 25 to like 31. And what I like about that is that's gonna be me in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Well, technically I'm in the bracket, but I'm gonna be 30 in 5 years, so you can do the math. But same thing, okay? They do great jobs of interviewing people, and then they also drop a lot of gems as well. The good thing is it's co-hosted. I believe they're in a relationship. Don't quote me on that, but it's nice to hear both a man and woman's perspective. So that's another great podcast as well. Number 5 is Black Wealth Renaissance, okay? 4 brothers. I don't know their story, but I do know that I love how transparent and realistic they are. They always remind you, like, listen, my credit score was 4 something, 5 something. This happened to me, this happened to me, but this is how we are going to fix it. The thing is, they're also very active on social media. Gonna stop there. Clean your social media feed, okay? I understand we want to know what Kim Kardashian did last week and the video Cardi B dropped and all this other mess. Okay, that's fine. But like I said earlier, changing your mentality and filling it with positive things also includes social media. So like I said, follow Nehemiah Davis, follow Black Wealth Renaissance, follow all of them, okay? What you'll notice over time is it's so much positivity on your timeline that you don't even care about the other stuff anymore. I literally don't know the last time that I looked at the shade room, and I was super guilty of living on the shade room. Like, I never missed anything, okay? So Black Wealth Renaissance, and then the very, very last one, okay, this is an absolute sleeper. This one is more so geared towards athletes, I would say. So if you play collegiate athletes, because we all know that is a commitment. When you play whatever sport, I played basketball in college, whatever sport you play, that is your life. Transitioning from being a collegiate athlete to the real world is it's something, okay? I don't really have the word for it, but it can be a lot. And 9 times out of 10, we're not prepared for it. With that being said, and I'm probably being biased, but I don't think so, because she gives great, phenomenal information, okay? But my mentor, Joy Walker, she's actually a loan signing agent as well. So I know a lot of my viewers are loan signing agents. Joy Walker, her podcast is called Sets for Life, okay? So prior athlete, you're looking for just some clarity. You're looking for some direction of where to go. She also talks about how we make the best business owners, and I definitely believe that. I'm biased, but still. But yes, Sets for Life is another great podcast. And then finally, before I talk about this amazing giveaway, guys, I just want to kind of give you like just a bonus, because I know, there's podcasts and then there's books. But what a lot of people forget is you also have to listen and take advice from people who are where you want to go, female or male. Okay, so people that I listen to every single day. So somebody I listen to every day is Nipsey Hussle, whether it's his music or his old interviews, rest in peace. Master P, Nehemiah Davis. I cannot wait to shake that man's hand one day. I don't know, that is the definition of a serial entrepreneur. And the thing is, he gives back, which is great. So Nehemiah Davis, Jay-Z has great interviews as well, and then also P. Diddy as well. Well, Puff. And so finally, because I know this video is kind of long, but I really hope that you guys learned a lot. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, guys. So I'm going to be giving away 5 copies of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Super, super simple instructions, okay? On my personal social media page at Sophia Martin, I'm going to put it down here, and then it's also going to be in the description box. I just need you guys to go to the page, okay? I'm going to have a post that says, if somebody else did it, so can you. All I need you to do is comment your email address. We will be picking the winners on April 1st, in which you will receive a confirmation via email, okay? And most likely, I'm going to send the books via Amazon, because that is just the simplest way to do things. So as I said, super, super simple. Go to my personal Instagram page, because that's just how I keep track of everything. All I need is your email address. Winners will be announced April 1st, and we are going to get 5 people closer to financial literacy and financial freedom. There are absolutely no requirements to enter this giveaway. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care whatever your situation is. If you are serious about changing your financial situation, go to my page, put your email address, free giveaway, boom. But as always, guys, I just want to say thank you so, so much for watching this video. Today was fun, okay? I absolutely love giving information. I love teaching. Just a reminder, if you guys are looking to obtain passive income through YouTube, I have created a course that teaches you everything A through Z. Like literally everything. Not only how to create your channel, but how to grow that channel overnight, market your channel, and also create additional streams of income. The link for that is in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so that you do not miss any of my videos. Bye, y'all.